What up, tubers? Welcome back to another Arena Open Day 2 draft. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your Magic card needs. This is Day 2 Draft 1. You need to go 3 wins or 4 wins to qualify to the second draft. And you get to play 4 matches no matter what. So this will be best of 3. We've opened a Kervik the Punisher as our pick 1, pack 1. Keravik's good, but it's not that good. I would honestly rather take Lockpicker, or maybe even Ashes here, but I suppose Keravik is still probably the correct choice. The potential is certainly there, it's just definitely not the bomb we were hoping to look or open. It's a fine card though, so probably okay to take. Alright, if we wanted to stick with Keravik, we would take probably the Soured Springs here. If we want to stay open, second picking Miriam is not a bad place to be. Yeah, this is probably the strongest card in the pack, has the most potential. This is serious try-hard mode right now, so... I mean, the Springs is always going to be good, but... Yeah, no, I think we take the Miriam here. Just way too much upside. And it is only pick 2, after all. So, I think that makes the most sense. Indomitable Creativity, that's a no thank you, but we are getting a little bit rewarded here with Miriam into Burrow Fiend. There is another Lockpicker, a Tycoon, Naturalist, and a Pylon. The Burrow Fiend will be good with Keravik as well, should we stick with that route. But yeah, no, this is a good follow-up. Don't like passing a bunch of Lockpickers, but it is what it is. Okay. Seems good. Oh, interesting. Man, third Lockpicker. There's also a Ruthless Lawbringer here, though, and I think that is by far the best card in the pack. We're getting some weird signs. I mean, blue feels open, but kind of almost feels weird to start taking it now when we have such a good black-white card. We're also losing a Conduit Pylon and a Festering Gulch, so a lot of good choices here. I think Lawbringer is just a little bit better than the blue. Concealed Courtyard now is an interesting pickup. Wrangler would have gone nice with all of those lock pickers. Zero green cards here, though. And effectively 0 black. This is either Courtyard or Wrangler. Guess it makes more sense to take the Courtyard for now. Sentinel's not bad. Medic's honestly fine with Lawbringer. And it's fine with Keravik as well. Buys you time. Griffin's also okay with like Lawbringer and stuff. But I think we'll take the Sentinel. This could be good. That might not be a bad sideboard card, or maybe a main deck card, if I don't want to take the medic. Seems like the medics are flowing around, and I'd rather have access to the requisition raid for sideboard purposes, or even main deck, if we deem that a thing. Don't think we want the cards in this pack. Rampage isn't very good. Deputy is like a maybe play. It's another card that's like makes, or rather, the Lawbringer makes playing this not as bad, right? All right, we're gonna get our wheel pack here now. Skullduggery, Duelist, Canyon coming back around. Duelist is fantastic with Kaervek. Pretty far away from this Canyon, but Skullduggery is not bad. Skullduggery is a nice card with Kaervek as well, and that way we don't have to take a random red card. Pillage and Linkbreaker are both solid, I think. Let's take the Mind Rot here. Green has appeared to dry up. Okay, Griffin's good. Last pick Medic was actually really good too. Okay. Caustic Bronco now. Man, that's, I think, lockpicker number 4. Crazy. Losing out on a miner here. A cow. Yeah, maybe we're just going black-white value stuff. Gotta find ourselves a Mr. Baron. Second Kaervek now, huh? Okay. Well, we're going to want to take a lot of black cards then for this to work. We don't have any Deserts Due. I saw one Consuming Ashes, but we took the first Kaervek over it. Using it on a Keykeeper here. Keykeeper's also really good with Kaervek. Bronco doesn't target, right? It just each opponent or something. Yeah, so this doesn't trigger a crime. Cool. Deserts Due, Contractor, Decay. By no means am I locked into white, but I don't think we're taking a cool over Deserts Due. I want the Contractor as well, but I think the Kaervek, the double Kaervek even makes the Due a little bit better. Okay, I mean, it's not a Baron, but Camball is still decent. Miner is good here. Bloodseeker's good here. Actually, is this what we want? Remember, one or more tokens enter the battlefield under your control. Is that even good right now? This is actually probably worse than just taking Miner. We might even wheel the Campbell. All the black and white cards here are playable for us, but I'd rather have the cheaper creature. Could have taken the 2-drop, that wouldn't have been bad too. Ocean Thief is cool. Binding Negotiation, probably just better though. Any of the deserts are really nice with Kaervek, but I think Negotiation's a stronger pickup here. Passing a cow and assassin. So many bombs in the format, it's nice to be able to steal one before it can do anything. Another Pitiless Carnage. Another Lockpicker, what the hell? I guess we're just going to take the Sterling Supplier. Was a little bit tempted to take. Again, we're not locked into white. Gosh, is the Lockpicker higher up? The Sterling Supplier is a good card, though. That's the thing. Yeah, we'll just take the solid white flyer there. Like, even though we could have a million Lockpickers, they wouldn't even be that good in this deck, right? We don't have that many good instants and sorceries. Rictus Robber's kind of good. Knife Point. Corrupted Conviction's usually not bad in black-white. It's a pretty late Stitcher, but we have another Medic versus an Assassin. Yeah, let's take the first Assassin here. Fake Your Own Death is okay. You can target your opponent's creatures with this too. So it's the deserts now that I need to focus on. I don't think we've seen any black-white deserts, but I passed at least one desert after picking up the Carevex. Past that blue-black one. Like, having 0 deserts with the 2 is kind of weak. Mystical Tether here over a second Binding. Didn't really get the rares. What's my creature count at? It's not bad. Campbell didn't come back around, notably. Though I don't think that's big. Yeah, Tether it is. Okay, Getaway's good. Plunderer's good. Keykeeper, Pixie, both fine. Keykeeper kind of nice with the Lawbringer. Imagine Getaway's probably a little bit too strong overall. But maybe I just want to take the repeatable crime. What's my removal right now? Oh, no, I'm pretty weak. I need to take the Getaway. Hopefully we wheel something out of that pack then. Oh, that's so sick. Another black-white land, but... Jagged Barrens, maybe even better. There's also a Holy Cow. I think this is Barrens versus Cow. I think we want to take the crime. And another really good pack. We have to make a decision here. The Dirge is just okay. I don't have that many 2-drops, and I only have Miner on 1. So I'm thinking this might be Keykeeper now, finally. And then we'll wheel one of the black cards, even if it's just Nezumi. There's finally an Ashes. Lockpicker number 6. Passing a Bighorn. Need the removal, though. Another Getaway. Ooh, and an Erix. There's a good 2-drop. And pack 3 is the one giving us all the goods. Pylon or Lonely. We'll take the Lonely here. I don't know if we saw a single Warner surprise. I don't think we saw a single one. Bloodseeker, Conviction. Bloodseeker is also great with the double Karavek because I can mill myself with it to fuel the Karavek, or we can target the opponent to trigger the Karavek, you know? Desecrator. It's good with just our, what, Miner, I guess? And we didn't get a Baron to utilize the treasure, really. I don't think we want that. Maybe it's better than Fake Your Own Death, though. Ah, this is the pack that had all the black cards that could have wheeled. That sucks. Oh, okay, Cow's good. Dirge was a really nice comeback as well. All right, I'm probably going to cut the Requisition Raid. Leave that for the board. Need one more cut here. Maybe it's Fake Your Own Death. This looks fine. I'm not going to say it's exciting, but it's fine. Picked up some okay removal overall. Ashes, Tether, Dew, Getaway, Duggery, Lawbringer, Assassin. So we're not looking too bad on removal. The creature quality maybe... Yeah, it's decent. Yeah, this deck's fine. 7, 8, 9, 7, 8. This is me 9, 9 split. We want to go a little bit heavier black, though, don't we? So 10, 8 in favor of black here, I think is right. Okay, this looks reasonable. I think this deck has potential. It's not over-the-top bomby, but it's just like solid black-white stuff. Probably missing a couple of components. But no, I think we draw well, we play well, and what can you ask for? So it begins. There we go, much better. Let's pitch the Dirge here. Actually, no, since we have Errinx in hand. You know what, actually I'm gonna pitch the Karavek with this hand. Just need to find a third land. Full. So might want to just main phase this Holy Cow, right, for the saddle up value. Saddle up. Might lose a value on Scry here. Yeah, well, we didn't. I mean, I want that, but we would rather find our fourth land first, right? Wow, that's really bad. We just lost 2 of our big removal spells, and our opponent's playing green. The good news is the Lively Dirge can reshuffle our graveyard to find it back later, or put those back later. All right. keep the second swamp. That'll allow us to kick the dirge. Or whatever, fully spree the dirge. We just have we have a good air beatdown here. What do I want to dirge? Because remember, we only can put one creature in the graveyard and bring it back, so 2 Carevex, Lawbringer, Rictus Robber, Assassins. Don't think we need any of those. We have them under a lot of air pressure right now, so this seems fine. Okay. Still get a token that adds damage effectively, right? Because we can pump up the Holy Cow. Actually, we can pump the Arinx now, too, in attack. Thinking of crewing here? It's really hard for them to attack with, okay, then more than just the beaver. Maybe they have a skewer the critics? Tap land. Oh, that was extremely risky. Can I kill them this turn? Can't quite kill them, but... Okay. I guess I'm just gonna hold the dirge then. I can activate Sentinel next turn and then fully spree the dirge if we want. I don't know, dirging just back the flyer was also okay, but we're saving this as a removal spell, right? Because we can go grab the Lawbringer. Looks like they have a solid enough green-red deck. Calamity. Okay, well. That is terrifying, but fortunately they don't get it to do much with it. Nice. All right, they're going to scoop it up. Okay, red, green, chonkers. Yeah, so we're going to need to put the early pressure on in this matchup like we did that game. Our curve was so good, right? We had Arinx into Cow into, was it Griffin? Was that our 2, 3, 4? So effectively ideal curve out for us. Usually a card like Fake Your Own Death isn't too bad versus them. Actually, especially since they have Smuggler, or not Smugglers, Savage Smash. You can get them pretty good that way. Skullduggery might not be very good versus red-green. I mean, it's still fine. It would be an okay combat trick. And you, instead of a trade, right, you could get some good value. This is a pretty nice looking hand. Oh yeah, this hand's fantastic. Because we have the Lively Dirge to get both of these really good 2-drops back in a pinch. I imagine the Heartless Pillage here is also going to completely ruin them. Oh yeah, and they're running out their hand pretty quickly too. I think I'm gonna sit back and hold the Desert's Dew for their Entertainer. Yeah, okay. Let's go Arinx this turn, and then set up for the Heartless Pillage next turn. We actually want to see a removal spell on the Arinx here, and it looks like if they're tapping their Bandit like this, they might be going for that. We want to see like land removal spell attack for 1, and then we pillage the last 2 cards in their hand, you know? Oh, they're just going to grab a Desert here, I guess. Sure. Oh, even if they just follow up with another small creature. What's that? Plot and Outcaster. Great. Yeah, now the Mind Rot's going to get him good. So I'm going to attack here and offer the trade. Now what we can do is pillage, make them discard the last 2, we get a treasure, and then we can play Bronco. Smash and Pulverizer. That's fine. They might just run out their 3/3. No, they did not, though. Alright, let's full Dirge. Is there a better 2-drop to put in the graveyard? Maybe get Keykeeper? I could just grab back the 2, the Arinx and the Bronco, but I think we want to put the Keykeeper in the graveyard. And then get Keykeeper plus Bronco. Nice. Ooh, and they didn't go for it. Okay. So I think we're not going to saddle up here. Oh, that can hit their Outcaster from the plot zone. That's good. Saving the Barons for Karavik. I'm going to upkeep, I think, tap their Bandit. Because we know they have a Calamity in their deck. Alright. guess now we'll use the medic. Damn. We're not going to tap down the bandit anymore. We only get punished if what? I don't know. Not many 7-drops I can think of. I guess if they're splashing a different color, could get punished. Let's mill ourselves. Maybe I start attacking here soon with the Keykeeper. Alright, so what I can do is I can sack end of turn. And then use the treasure and tap the Sure Shot. That's going to deal 4 damage to them? Okay, so we'll be good. Can I just kill them here? 2, 4. Yeah, we basically just get to kill them now. Nice. All right, and we will take the first round in pretty convincing fashion, I'd say. Let's keep it going. Black-white value train. Nothing special, just solid. Just solid stuffs. All right, back-to-back on the plays. And looks decent. We will want to play out the Lonely Arroyo here on turn 1, even though we have Karavik in hand. Because we have a nice curve out, 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop. Red-blue, that's either scary or very good for us. There's no in-between, right? I guess now that we drew the Desert Stew, I'm actually going to plot the Rictus Robber here. That also stops us from running into a counter. It's not a creature I can kill with Desert Stew. I'm just going to gain 1 life, draw a card. Yep, exactly what they're doing. So this is going to be a turn where I think it's absolutely right to run out the Robber and just put the huge pressure on the board while they're not doing anything. Oh, Grixis Crimes then. Okay. Seeing the black makes me a little bit scared, actually. Well, there's Bad Vad. To Strix tap down. Okay, that's gonna make it a 3/3. You know what? I'm gonna go for high upside play. Nice. This is just so much pressure. It was a little bit risky because I only have 1 desert, so If they could commit a crime in response, I'd get a little bit blown out, but... So, notably, they hadn't done anything in the early game, which led me to believe it was less likely, right? And even still, if they did have a trick, I would have been able to attack into it, because once the Desert's Dew resolves, should they have had a trigger, it would have just become a 1-1 for the turn. Grixis Crimes. Pass, huh? Okay, I'm gonna go to combat. I will attack with all. Ambush Gigapede, maybe? That... They needed to do that before I attacked. Whoopsies. Okay. But even still, they'd be at 4 instead of 1. I mean... They would effectively still be dead here. Yeah. I wonder if they have a cruel ultimatum. So black-white. So I'm thinking that the requisition raid is going to be worthwhile here, right? We saw the Bandits Hall, we saw the Stop Cold. It would not be surprising if they have an intimidation campaign that we could nug with it. The Skullduggery probably isn't bad. I'm sure they have some Vault Plunderers, they have the Strix, but overall, it's probably a little bit less good. So, bring in the raid, cut the Skullduggery, game 2. Okay, let's go on to game 2. Oh, this is not a good hand. Not versus their deck. Sadly, I don't think you can mulligan, but the problem is no early pressure, right? Versus the Grixis control. Yeah, see... I have to keep it, but we give them a lot of time because we have no pressure here. This is regret. Right, well, now I'm glad I have the removal. Turn 3 Marchesa. Holy, okay. Hopefully that was their entire game plan. They do have an intimidation campaign. If I draw Requisition Raid, I'll probably just pop it off. Don't bind me, bro. There's Daddy Vad. Huh. Okay, I think I'm just gonna flash out the flyer. Didn't kill it in response. Ooh, that was a really good draw. Okay. They let me attack. So now we get to Desert's Dew the Vadmir in response. Good. We still get to Mind Rot them here, which is... Well, I guess I could wait on the Mind Rot. But no, I suppose this is the most efficient turn to do it. Plus, with the campaign, they're going to have a few cards in their hand for a while, you know? Like, hitting 2 land versus them isn't bad. I don't think it's bad at all. Because their deck does want to make their land drops, you know? It's a nice one. A bounce spell, maybe? Yep, that's fine. Well, if the Bronco lives, we're going to feel really good. But at the end of the day, it is just a 2-2. Okay. A desert to bounce back, so hopefully they don't have a Desert's Due or a Shoot the Sheriff here. Why would you wait till upkeep unless it's a bounce spell? If you're gonna kill it, just kill it, right? Oh. Whoa, weird. I like that play. Yeah, given the Consuming Ashes in my hand, I think we're just gonna double creature and try to maximize damage, right? Hey, +2? I'll take it. That also saddles up the Bronco by itself. Okay, they're going to need a big card here because they're just going off with campaign value, but look at the board state. Like, they're still doing okay on life this turn, but next turn they just start taking way too much damage, you know? Right? They kind of have to kill the Bronco if they have a removal spell. Wow, all right. More value. Hit him for at least 9? Darn. That ain't gonna cut it. You just drew that many cards, and Duelist is gonna be your play, huh? Maybe it is a Gigapede. Consuming Ashes into the Heartless Pillage is kind of disgusting, too. Alright, main phase, stop cold the Kaervik. Turn it off, sure. Just another Metamorphic Blast, just to turn something into an 0-1. Okay. Well, now we want to do this. Nice, let's go. All right, nice, clean 2-0 start here. 2 more matches to go. Again, if we get minimum 3 wins, then we will automatically qualify. So let's keep it up. I like my chances. All right, 2-0 on to round 3. Lost the die roll this time. Womp womp. Okay, that's a very nice looking hand, though. Black-white mirror match. Sterling Keykeeper. How do we want to lead this? I guess we still just want to play the Bronco. Because if we get to attack with it next turn, that's still worth it, right? We get to draw a card and then trade with something, right? So the only way I can saddle it up is if I played the Lawbringer. But that doesn't do much, so let's just attack, draw a card, and trade. Oh my god, we drew Skullduggery. Well, that's absurd. And if we had another black source there instead, we would have basically just won the game. Okay, so they're gonna go Raven plus tap. Oh, they attacked. So are they saying they have a steer clear? I think I'm kind of okay attacking into whatever they're doing, though. Fierce Retribution, sure. I want to Mind Rot them there, but it'll still be pretty good next turn, and I can flash out the Holy Cow and try to eat their Raven. If they just tap it with Keykeeper, that's also great. I want a black source. That's fine. Okay. Attack for 2. Mind Rot the last 2 cards in their hand. Nice, and then we'll play out the Desperate Bloodseeker. Target ourselves. 2 black sources gone. Darn it. Okay, that was a good rip for them. Wow, that Vanishing Verse was sick. If they just draw a land there, it's really hard to lose, huh? Now we will go with Clawbringer. Sacrifice the Miner. target their Raven, get back our Miner. It's fine. We don't need the binding, of course, and the Keykeeper. Not super relevant. Man, can you stop drawing cards, please? What the hell? The Raven number 2 actually kind of sucks. So they chump and go to 1. And then they have 5 points of damage. Yeah, this is what we have to do. Brick and die, please. Oh my god. Alright, they tap, they go to 2, I go to 6. We attack with everything. They don't get to trigger their Raven anymore. Wow. Okay, so they go chump chump. Sheesh. Dude, from Hellbent they have drawn nothing but gas, basically. They couldn't cast the Harvester, otherwise they were just dead. That's funny. I don't know why they're showing me this card. Sure. Dude, that was a scary one. It felt like we were so far ahead, but they just kept rattling off good spell, a good spell, good spell. I think they drew 1 land, right? We mind rotted their 2 good cards, and then off the top it was like Verse, Raven, Harvester. Yeah. Okay, black-white mirror match. What do we want to bring in versus them? Fake your own death, possibly? No, that doesn't seem particularly good. We could just go for Carnage Grind. But I think we're probably okay just running it back. If anything, the double Karavek looks like they can be very good in this matchup. Just get a ton of value. We just need to worry about our life total a little bit. On the draw? Alright. This is slightly speculative. But I have 10 black sources in the deck, and we don't need to find one until turn 3, really. Well, maybe even turn 4 now, because Medic can be played on turn 3. Damn, lucky them with the double Forlorn Flats. Karavik number 2, one of the worst possible draws in the deck. Yikes. Alright. So if we go to a game 3, Requisition Raid wants to come in. Lucky us. Mind Rot's going to be really gross this game. Wow, they're just gonna run out the 3-2, huh? Sure. Let's just Mind Rot now. Well, we guarantee we get 2 of their 3 cards. Excellent. Ooh. Karavek into next turn Barons. If they don't do anything again. And that's just gonna be game over, right? Let's get it. That's 3-0, baby. All right, we are locked for draft number 2. Oh, that feels good. So, at this point, if we lose, we cannot lose any in the second draft. If we win, we get 1 loss to give in draft number 2. But, I mean, that is a huge relief, just starting 3-0 immediately. So, great showing. Let's see if we can convert to that perfect 4-0. Feels good, man. Feels real good. Alright, that's going to be a keeper. Again, notably, you cannot Skullduggery when you do not have a target on your side of things. So if my opponent plays a Arinx, for example, I can't Skullduggery end of turn yet. Mardu. Is that Plot Wolverine? Okay. I mean, I'm not doing anything else, so run out the Karavek, even though if it eats a removal spell, got nothing going on. Sure. Oof, that's really bad. Drawn 1 spell and 3 land. Ourselves here. A land and a miner. Wow, perfect hits, actually. We don't want to draw land, and the miner is just value. Excellent. I'm not going to block yet. We'll save the Skullduggery. That's another really freaking good draw. Holy smokes. Oh, but that sucks. If I get Karavek, our Forsaken Miner's in the graveyard already, so I don't have any good creature to put in the graveyard. Well, we can just throw a land away, though. That works, too. Yeah, let's just throw our Concealed Courtyard away. And get back Karavek Miner. Hopefully they can't kill the Karavek this turn. You know what? Maybe it was safe for me to wait a turn so that I could get away the Karavek. Oh no. Oh no, I don't like the feel of this. They're gonna Corrupted Conviction me. Or Fling. Lawbringer, so sick. Wow. I got so punished here. And they drew the combo. That's disgusting. I guess the take for a ride Lawbringer combo was always going to get us, but that's so gross. I was really hoping they would not pump. I guess it's better to save my creature here. Damn it, we need to have drawn something. That was actually our window. If I draw something there, I think we stabilize a bit. Alright, I mean, I'm gonna make the block and they're gonna have something, but not much you can do about it. Yeah. Okay. So they're black-red splashing white. Requisition Raid kills Journey to Nowhere. I don't know if that's quite good enough on its own. I wonder what happens that game if I wait on the Karavek. Oh, no, you know what I could have done? I'm bad. Where is this? I paid an extra 1 on search for putting a card in the graveyard. I could have only paid 4, right? And just returned the 2 creatures and held up the getaway. Oh no, I think that would have swung things. They go for take for a ride on Karavik. I get to flicker him. They can't Lawbringer that turn. I would get to untap and Skullduggery and go off with Karavik. I think I might have thrown that. I don't know how much life... Well, how much life would I would have... Because I would have still taken a big swing, and I guess I wouldn't be able to pay 2 life that many times, but... Yeah, I think I messed up there. For sure. I think we for sure messed up. It's a good hand. Brutal. Brutal. I mean, it was not irrelevant to have put a land in the graveyard, but it wasn't necessary at all, so. Alright, land and Duggery milled. Hopefully the opponent's just missing black. Could have pillaged there and then gone into Supplier, but I think we have a good enough curve without it. Fine. Since we're drawing Bronco, we do want to attack with Bloodseeker and trade with the Prickly. I'm going to wait on the Heartless Pillage, because I could have gone Pillage into Bronco there. Ah! Plot Sharpshooter's so good. Brutal. think I just tether the sharpshooter and put him on a 2-turn clock. Let's get that mind rot value. There's Take for the Ride and Mourner's Surprise. And even if they have a singleton kill spell, they still die in 2 turns here. Looks like they do have the Lawbringer. Yeah. Okay. Oh boy. We save that for Kaervek, because we don't have another desert after. Whew! Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, I still just haven't seen any extra targets, right? So I don't think we bring in the raid just for Journey. Alright, this is for a lovely 4-0 start. Beyond the draw, we know our opponent has some pretty good interaction. Ah, damn it. Yep. Oh, no! Oh, they also took 2 mulligans. Okay, if they didn't mulligan again, I might have actually kept this, but let's both go to 5 here. This hand's really good. Great looking 5. Both players on 5, so... I think we're just gonna go for the creature curve out. Alright, I smell blood. Oh, punished by Ariet's Lullaby. Wow. Brutal. I've dropped in a land milled. I keep that land. That is actually good for them because it has freaking first strike. Wow. I can't attack into it with Eric's. I think we keep putting pressure on, though. We can bind him next turn or something. Okay, they have a lot of gas. They really need to hit a land, don't they? I guess sharpshooter's what I grab here. It's gonna take way too long for them to set up the steal plus sack. Oh, they drew a tap land! Maximum punish. They're chumping instead of bouncing off the medic when they have 2 Lawbringers in their hand? What? That was a little bit strange. Like, take the 1 extra point of damage and play out your Lawbringer. Huh. Oh my god, I'm flooding out, though. Oh my lord. Well, both players were on a mulligan to 5, but we had stuff to do. They got stuck on 2 lands. If they had drawn their 3rd land on time, we would have had a really bad game, I think, for us. But you know what? We'll frickin' take it. This is the Arena Open, ladies and gentlemen, and that is a lovely 4-0 draft number 1 with, again, deck did not really have bombs. It was just solid and had good, aggressive curve with good interaction. So, you do not need the bombs to win in this format, although it certainly helps. Our deck was just very synergistic. And yeah, look at that curve. So, nice start, 4-0. We'll be back tomorrow. We have 1 loss to give. Let's get some money. I'll see you guys back next time. Bye-bye.